What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing a few different products from Modelones because they're having their Amazon Prime Day sale until July 12th where everything is going to be marked down really low. So they sent me over a few different products. I'm just going to show you all of them in this video today. This is their cream gel palette. It's called Champagne on Ice. It has some pretty nude shades and shimmer shades in there. And this is a brush that comes with the palette and it has like a removable cap that you could use to cover the brush so the hairs don't get messed up. And there's also this little instruction booklet that comes with it. They always include those with their kits. I'll be sure to link like all the products and everything in the description box. They'll be linked in my Amazon store, but I'll put like what categories they're in the description box so it's easier for you guys to find. But yeah, I also have this dehydrator and primer set. They are full-size bottles. They're 15 milliliter each, so you get a lot of product for a really good price. And this dehydrator and primer works really good. I used it in the video. It has a good grip for the nails. It doesn't cause lifting or anything like that. So if you need something like that, this would be like the best time to get it. I also received this gel polish set. I really like this gel polish set because it has some jelly colors in here that are nude colors, and I don't really have any nude jelly colors, so I thought it would be something good to get because I'm always looking for like a nude jelly color and I don't really have it. It also comes with this little poster. Mine was kind of wet. I think it rained during shipping, but that's really cute. I never seen that in any of their kits before. And here is also like another little manual that comes with this set. But this is a 6-piece gel polish set and the bottles are 7 milliliter. And I will be swatching them in a minute. And this is a polygel kit. This is like an all-in-one polygel kit. You get everything you need in this kit except for the dehydrator and primer. But yeah, the colors in here are pretty basic, but they are pretty, like if you're not into really bright colors. And I like the glittery shades, and they also have a black polygel in here which is nice that has glitter in it. So these are the polygels. There are 0.5 ounces. You get 6 of them, and these are some dual forms. They look like they're a pretty decent size. Like they look longer than usual dual forms that I see, but I don't really use those. I normally just use tips. There's also a 15 milliliter slip solution in here, also a polygel brush that's dual-ended. It comes with like your gel brush on one side and then like that little scraper tool. Put the polygel onto the nail on the other side. And you also do get a base gel and a top gel. These two bottles are 10 milliliter and this is what they look like. You also get a 100-180 grit nail file. I always forget to use these hand files in the video. I always end up using my own and like throwing this back in the box for some reason, but this is what the hand file looks like. I did forget to use it in this video too, of course. But yeah, it also comes with a little mini UV LED lamp. It's pink and it says Modelones on it, and it plugs in by USB. Has these little legs that you can open up to stand up on your desk if you wanted to. I really like these little lamps for flash carrying. They do come in handy. So yeah, this kit includes everything you need to do polygel nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the swatches now. I'm gonna swatch the gel polish set first. So this is a jelly gel polish set, but it's weird because there's like this one pigmented color in there. I'm not really sure why that is, but it's this pretty like nude pink. I do like it though. It's nice. And then we have like this nude kind of like caramel jelly color. I love this color. I always wanted like a jelly color that looked like this. You do need to go in with like 2 coats. I'm gonna do just one on camera since I have so many colors to swatch. I'm not gonna swatch the cream gels on like swatch sticks because that will take too long. By the way, that was like a nude jelly color. That one's really pretty. I'm just gonna swatch it on the paper because we don't have all day to be doing these swatches. Here's like a very light baby pink jelly color. These you could kind of like build them up to be a little bit more pigmented if you wanted them to, but you can also get that jelly look. It depends on what kind of look you want. This is kind of a mauve looking jelly color, which is cute. I don't really have one like that. And then we have a milky white jelly color. You can never go wrong with milky white. You always need a milky white in your collection. I use these milky white gels a lot when I do polygel sets. So now I'm going in and swatching the polygel kit now. I'm not going to read the numbers. They're just like numbered. They don't have like any names. So I'm just going to go by the colors and describe. So this is a black glittery gel. This one is really cute. I don't really have a polygel like this. I feel like it would be really pretty for Halloween too. So this is their clear. One thing about Modelones clear, I hate their clear for some reason. It's weird. Like the consistency of their other polygels are easy to apply, but the consistency of this is like, I don't know, it's weird. Like it kind of sticks to your brush and stuff. So I recommend using base gel when you apply it. I feel like this type of clear is good for dual forms but when you're using like tips and stuff, it's a little bit harder to apply. So just use base gel and it applies really good. For some reason it's kind of like runny or something like that, I don't know. And then we have this nude pink shade, which would be good for like ombres and nail bed colors. It's a pretty like basic color kit, but I feel like these are staple basic colors that you need in your collection. And there's also like a couple unique shades in it too, so you kind of get a little bit of everything. This one is another nude shade. It's kind of like, I don't know how you would describe it, like a nude brown color, like a light nude brown. And then we also have this glittery clear color. This is my favorite color from this kit. I love this color. You could do so many of those like glittery glass sets with this color, which is what I did in the video today. Like if you want that kind of look, it's a really good polygel to have. And then the last one is a gray polygel. So this gray polygel is really pretty, especially for like the fall season. I think that would be really cute. I love this shade of gray. I feel like a set of just this color would be really pretty in like the fall or the winter time. So now I'm going to go ahead and swatch the cream gels on this paper, because we don't have all day to be like doing 2 coats of these cream gels, because I'm sure we want to get into the tutorial. So I'm just going to go ahead and swatch these. As you can see, most of the shades in this kit are like nude shades, and then you also have some shimmers. So the first one's like a white nude, then we have like a pale pink, we have an iridescent like glitter shade that you could use as a topper, then another nude shade, a peachy nude glittery shade, a taupe color, a bronze glitter, also a nude pink, and then like another nude like caramel brown color. I applied 2 coats off camera, and these are all the swatches after they were done. Okay, so let's get into the tutorial. I'm going in with a dehydrator from Modelones and the primer first. So I'm going to do 1 coat of dehydrator and 2 coats of the primer. This dehydrator and primer works really good. I haven't had any lifting or anything yet, so I highly recommend it because it's such an affordable price and it works really good. Certain dehydrators and primers are not good, like they will just cause your nails to pop right off. So if you are having that issue, that could possibly be your problem, that you're using just a primer that doesn't work for you. Everybody's different, like certain primers work for certain people. So yeah, anyways, now I meant to go in with a base gel on my nails first, but I got too excited and just started applying the polygel. But I started applying it on the tips first, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna go in with the base gel on my nail beds after I do this. But I'm using that glittery shade that I really like from the polygel kit. It's in number 17. It's basically a clear polygel with like different iridescent glitters in it. So I wanted to do a very light glassy looking ombre as the base on all of the nails. So it's going to be like really pretty, like with different color shifts in it. Like you have to like look close to see the details, but it's a really pretty ombre. So I'm just applying this glitter shade to the tip, just a very thin layer. I'm going to be encapsulating these, so you don't want to make it too thick. I like to encapsulate all of my ombres just because I feel like I get a better blend when I go in with less rather than more. So I'm doing that and just kind of blending it up where the tip and the natural nail meet, so when I go in with the next color it doesn't have like a big bump there. I'm going in with the base gel on my nail beds now since I forgot, like I said. But yeah, you always want to apply a base gel to your nail beds first before you go in with the polygel, because it will give some protection to your nails from staining, and also it gives the gel something to grip onto like the primer, so it doesn't cause lifting. So you always want to do that first before you apply your polygel. For the middle color on the ombre, I'm going to be using that milky white gel polish from the gel polish set. The number is 1634. So I'm using that as the middle shade. I am going to go in with 2 coats because, as you could see, with 1 coat you could kind of see it, but once you encapsulate it and everything, you might not be able to see it with 1 coat. So I'm going to go in with a second one so you could see it a little bit better. Since it's so light. So what I do is I apply it like right there in the middle, and then kind of use my polygel brush with a little bit of slip solution to kind of fade it down into the glitter so it looks really nice and blended. And for the top color on the ombre, I'm going to use that nude pink shade from the Polygel kit, number 014. It's a really nice nude pink that goes with like any like French set or ombre, like I mentioned when I was doing the swatches. This color blends really nicely into the gel polish too, by the way. So I apply a very small bead of that. You don't need a lot because you're just covering a small area. So I just pat it around the cuticle first and onto the nail bed, and then lightly blend it into the milky white color. And as you can see, it blends really nicely. But this is just going to be the base for the glitter topper that I'm going to be going over it with. I wanted to cover up my nail beds so you couldn't see the pink acrylic on them. So I did that first so the whole nail bed was covered, and then I'm going to go over it with one of the glittery shades from the cream gel palette. But like I said, you can use the glitter shades from the cream gel palette as a topper shade over any color, or you could use them by yourself. So I'm going to use that as a topper in this video.
Ringy.
The color that I'm going to be using as a topper from the cream gel palette is the third one at the top. It's a really light, like frosty iridescent color with like an iridescent blue shift to it. The glitters in this one are so pretty. So what I'm doing is picking up a very small amount of that and just brushing it right over that nude pink and kind of like blending it a little bit into the white. I kind of had to use some slip solution to remove a little bit of the gel that kind of got onto the white, because I didn't want to cover up the white too much. I kind of wanted it to just start mainly from the pink nail bed and just a little bit onto the white, but I did want you to still be able to see the white. And it's really cute. It's like a really light, like frosty looking ombre. Now I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate the nails with the clear. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of their clear. It's a different consistency than their other polygels. All of their polygels are soft, don't get me wrong, but something about this one is a little bit difficult to apply. I think it's more meant for like dual forms rather than nail tips, but it does work good with base gel. If you put a good amount of base gel on it, your brush won't stick to the gel, and then you'll be able to apply it to the nail better. But I don't recommend like pressing on the polygel too hard, kind of just lightly feather it down. So when you squeeze it out, kind of squeeze it out already in the form, and then just kind of lightly tap the polygel into place, and it will go on the nail easier. If you want to do it this way, if you're using dual forms, you probably won't even have this issue. You could also put them in your freezer, I guess, to make it a little bit more firm, but I don't really know how that would work out because I never really tried that with this polygel. But yeah, that could be a thing too. Mine was a little bit warm, so it could also be why it was so runny. You just want to make sure you clean the cuticle area really good too. I'm gonna cure each nail that I'm doing because this clear is runny and it tends to run into the cuticle because it warms up the longer it sits on your nails. So the best thing to do is kind of do like a little flash cure to hold the polygel in place until you're ready to do a full cure in your lamp. As you can see, when I start patting it, if I start patting it too hard, it sticks to the brush. So I find that just lightly tapping the polygel in place is the best way to go. But I'm using the clear to kind of build up the structure of the nail. So the rounded end that I'm squeezing out of the tube at first, I use that to build the apex, and then just brush the polygel, like pat it side to side down the nail and just remove whatever is like left over with the little scraper.
Ringy. Ringy.
Alright, so I went ahead and cleansed the tacky layer from the gel off. So I'm going to use a 180 sanding band just to shape up these nails really quick. I'm just kind of like going over the nails and smoothing out the bumps and filing around the cuticle area. I did have to go in with a cuticle bit on this set because of the fact that some of the gel, even though I wiped it, kind of did get stuck around the cuticle area. And honestly, I think it was because of the slip solution. The slip solution is kind of like a gel, I think. So I don't know, it was like a little crusties around the cuticle area. So to make it look a little neater, I just went in with a cuticle bit to be on the safe side. So right now I'm basically just debulking the nails. I'm going around the cuticle area to seal it as much as I can. with this drill bit, and then I'm kind of just going like side to side down the nail, smoothing the overall nail out, filing along the sidewalls and underneath the nail. You can see the structure of the nail when I turn my hand to the side, how it should look with the little hill for your apex, and then like you do want some thickness towards the free edge. If you look down the barrel of your nail, the sidewall should be the thinnest part of your nail.
Rainy. 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 Rainy.
Okay, so I'm actually going to go ahead and shape up the nails first, and then I kind of decided to go in with a cuticle bit after this because I noticed there was like a little bit of crusties around the cuticle area and I wasn't really feeling it, so I did decide to go in with my cuticle bit after this. I do have all my drill bits and my drills and everything linked in the description box too, by the way, if you're wondering, with my discount codes. But yeah, for stilettos, since these are pre-shaped nail tips, I'm just kind of going in and redefining the shape. I also kind of do it with my drill a little bit so I don't have to file so much. But for stilettos, you just want to hold your file at an angle and file in towards the tip of the nail and just keep filing until like you're satisfied with like how pointy they are. I'm not making mine really pointy, I'm kind of like rounding off the edges. So I'm going to take the cuticle bit and just go around the cuticle area. I'm using this cuticle bit from this drill bit set that I really like. It's linked in my Amazon store under like nail prep and tools, but I like it because you could really get behind the cuticle when you need to, especially for situations like this. So I'm doing it on a low speed, like 15,000 RPMs, and just lightly going around the cuticle just to clean up those little crusties, so it looks like really neat around the cuticle area, because if you have product stuck behind there, it gives a really like sloppy look. So I'm going to do that and then go ahead and buff the nails.
Ringy.
So now that the nails are all filed, I'm going to use some rhinestone gel to apply these little star charms to my nails first. I'm going to be doing some like diva nails, but I wanted to add like stars and stuff since the 4th of July is coming, and I really didn't want to do like a red, white, and blue set because I don't know, those aren't really like my colors. I figured stars would be cute. I just wanted something simple. So I'm putting those on my nails, and then I'm going to go ahead and cure. So now I'm going to go ahead and draw some flicks with my detail brush. My longer detail brush, the hairs were like kind of separated and I couldn't get them to go back to normal. So I had to use this little tiny one, and it was kind of like getting on my nerves, so I had to erase some of them with my like gel brush. But I just like went over them again because some of them weren't looking how I wanted them to look. So if you see me doing that, I'm just kind of like doing them over, because normally I use a size 3, but like I said, I couldn't get the hairs to go straight on the other one. But yeah, I call them like little brush flicks, and it was funny because a lot of you guys said you call them that too. I don't really know what the nail term for them are, but I like calling them flicks. So you can never go wrong with doing like flicks on your set. So I'm going to do that first and then go ahead and do the dots.
Ringy. Creamy.
And next I'm going to go ahead and do the dots really quick. I just have this little dotting tool that I'm using and kind of just making dots on the inside of the line randomly on the nail to give like that diva nail look.
Creamy.
Then to finish up, I'm going to use some rhinestone gel to apply some little clear stones on the nails, just randomly on the nails to match the stars, just to give them a little something more. And I think it turned out really cute. Like I said, it's a really simple look, but I love like some of those sets where they're simple but like it's that really iridescent glassy ombre. I think it's so pretty and it will go with like anything that you wear really. And I do like how they have stars on them, so they kind of do remind me of 4th of July in a way. Like it's not 4th of July colors, but like it's still that vibe if you wanted a more toned down look. So you can also do it with different colors, but I wanted mine like this for some reason. I don't know, I thought it was cute, like a cute little vibe. But yeah, after that I'm just going to top coat the nails and top coat underneath them to make sure everything looks nice and glassy, and that's about it. I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. Don't forget to leave me a like before you leave. Subscribe if you're new and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload a video, and make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.
Winnie. 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 Winnie.